While till I got my room ready for me, slept on the bench. Down there somewhere is the hostel. There's the entrance. Nice little local restaurant, of which there are probably a bazillion around. This is a quaint one. Right next to this elegant church. I'm not into churches in a spiritual way, but certainly. I'm panning down the Thames now, or up the Thames, whichever, but it's to the, we're looking to the west. My memory serves me. We're on London Bridge right now. St. Paul's. Designed by Christopher Wren, who designed, I think, something like 20 or 21 churches here in London, several of which surround St. Paul's. You can see the spires of another church there. Still there, looking almost like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, except it isn't leaning. That's a good example of the mix, generally speaking, of the modern and the old styles mixed right together in that bridge. This building has the curious but probably laudable address of number 1 London Bridge. And there's Tower Bridge down there for obvious reasons. This is the monument designed by Christopher Wren, who, as I said earlier, designed many of the churches in London, and it's designed to commemorate the Great Fire of London in 1666. Explains that the carvings are allegorical, or the sculpture, but it doesn't explain how it's allegorical. Winged hand, it looks like. There you can see something that looks like it alludes to fire. The setting is interesting. This was built in 1671 to 1677, but as you pan around, I'll go back there, as I pan around, you get a sense of the mix of modern, the old, as this monument is. And then that new building there on the corner to look old, and then here what looks like another church. cormorant fishing in the either muddy or dirty water of the Thames. Another little patch of grass as well as chairs near the Thames for people to relax during the workday. This walkway goes all along the side of the Thames and is incorporated right into the design of buildings. Although I don't think I'd want to live here. Maybe I would want to become totally immobile, like thirsty. But I love this mix of the modern, ultra-modern, whatever you want to call it. Even the canyon of buildings, skyscrapers, the reflections. And then this mix of the older building here. A bit closer look at this older building. Don't know what it's used for now. Commercial businesses of some sort, as evidenced by these men down below, but look at the grill work. Talk about an elegant weather vane on top. An old wharf winch here and another one down there to the side. So where do you park your Bentley in London? Anywhere you want, I guess.
People, I'm the only one who catch them, you know? Or one of the only ones. I must be either the only idiot or the only clever one, isn't that right, mate?
You know something everybody else
doesn't know. It does take 56 years, but I get them.
Dead.
What show you got going on?
No, we've just finished doing the Princess Trust.
Oh, you're over there. Now listen to me. How could I made you, listen to this, sir. How could I made you, all right. Which one is the boss?
None of us.
$1.5 million each, how could I give you?
Yeah.
That's Tower Pier, and that's behind the Tower of London as we saw it in the bus. Now I'll pan across the back of it. Those are the tours, apparently. I'll try and get here early tomorrow morning to get in on that. That it was built as a fort certainly seems evident. This is a curious kind of a building. I don't know what the architecture of it is. And this is what's known as the egg. And some kind of church that alludes in architecture to an older design, but I think it looks new. I can only imagine what this remnant is. Perhaps it's a remnant of the wharf. As you notice, it had a specific design, whatever it was. I oftentimes find these kind of things fascinating just because of the questions that are unanswered. Lovely day outside of the Tower of London. The bridge in the background. The tower over to the left. And people just strolling on this lovely day. Apparently, stairs ran up to what's called the postern, the Bayard or Byward Tower and postern, whatever a postern is. But there used to be a stairs that ran up there from the Thames, so apparently this area where the garden and the walkway is of much more recent history. This is the part of the tower area that faces the Thames. St. Thomas's Tower, 1200, and then Trader's Gate. Looking back at the Byward Tower and postern. This is Cradle Tower, built for King Edward III, and that was his private access to his quarters from the Thames. Spanish iron mortar, 13-inch caliber. One of the few beaches, it seems, in London on the Thames. The Anchor Brew House, Horsley Down, and then Butler's Warehouse. Bit more close-up view of this very interesting, curious architecture. I think inner cities are interesting when the canyons that you look down have three-dimension perspectives and imply more intimate places, like down and through there. And there's the tower as seen from across the Thames. And quite a good view of the egg. Like the end of a giant ballpoint pen. Across the river now, looking at the top of that elegant little church. I would think that would be what's called Gothic. How spindly and light it looks. Another church in the background there. An elegant mall area with some kind of facsimile of an imaginary war machine. Sailing boat. I think it might be called a bark because of that hull design. Although that rudder, or whatever that thing is, not a rudder, it's got to be a side keel or something. It's a heavy, blocky boat, named the Hydrogen, ironically. Ironical that our next big fuel revolution may be hydrogen for cars. Buy the tickets for the eye over in that building through that door. $10 per person, $25 more if you want to get to the front of the line. But seriously, down rivers, St. Paul's off in the distance.
It's always fun trying to orient the map.
That's just glowing. That's some of the buildings. That's pretty. Stop doing that. Makes me laugh again. Yeah, we can say.
St. Paul's Cathedral. There's a mechanism that drives it.